Hey guys, good afternoon to each and everyone out there. So this is your educator Shweta Sharma and I'm also teaching on class 9th and 10th social sciences, and today I've come here with another set of the topic, which is gross domestic product. So yes guys, we're going to be discussing about gross domestic product today. So before I start, good afternoon to each and every one of you. Good evening, good afternoon, whatever is there. So today's topic is really interesting. So I'm sure you must be excited about what we are going to do. So we are going to discuss each and everything related to gross domestic product, and which is also what we call as GDP. तो बहुत ज़्यादा न्यूज़ में सुनने में आ रहा है इंडिया की जीडीपी गिर गई है, इंडिया की जीडीपी गिर गई है. Okay, is it healthy or is it really nice? Is it not nice? So there are so many questions out there in the market. So we will all discuss about that. So we'll discuss about the meanings of GDP. We'll discuss about how we consume GDP. We will decode India's GDP. So there are a lot of things which we are going to do today. So let me just start very quickly with the learning objectives of today's class. So we are going to read about the meaning of gross domestic product, which is GDP, along with the definition. We will understand the basic and the various measures of national income. We will understand the composition of GDP to know the contribution of different sectors in GDP. And last but not the least, we will also decode India's GDP. So अभी जितने भी question उठ रहे हैं ना कि इंडिया की GDP गिर गई है, it has already fallen down, it's minus, it's blah and this, it's that. So we're going to discuss all about that as well. I'm going to tell you what exactly is the figure. All right. Apart from that, before I start, here's something very important which I'd like to share to all the people who have not taken the Plus subscription yet. Guys, there are so many things that we get on Plus subscription. You will get unlimited access to all the PDFs that I provide, along with all the recordings, along with all the other live sessions at the right time. So अगर आपने सब्सक्रिप्शन नहीं लिया है तो जल्दी से बिना किसी डिले के सब्सक्रिप्शन लो, because I'm already teaching on class 9th and 10th and I'm teaching them social science. So if you want to understand the concepts, if you want to understand and broaden your language, if you want to understand the entire syllabus, then please take the subscription very soon, ASAP. Okay, you will get the subscription. You will be able to access all the live recordings right from the comfort of your homes. All you have to do is to apply my code and get the subscription. You'll be able to ask me all the doubts related to all your concepts. Download the recordings even if you're unable to catch them live. You can do that. So that's really easier for each and every one nowadays. Okay, so all you have to do is this. This is how the subscription page and pricing page is going to be. So if you choose to take the subscription for more than 6 months, आपको ऑप्शन मिलेगा नो कॉस्ट ईएमआई का. हाँ जी, तो इसमें क्या है कि अगर if you are unable to pay in like one the subscription price at a time, you can choose to pay it in installment. All you have to do is to apply the code, which is double S double two. You can shortly this double S double two, and you will get 10% discount straight away. Okay. तो सारे सब्सक्रिप्शन प्लान पे आपको 10% का डिस्काउंट मिलेगा if you're in class 9, and if you take the subscription for more than 1 year, then you will get subscription like 10, 11. You will get the subscription for class 10, 11th and 12th absolutely free. And if you're in class 10, you get the subscription for more than 1 year, then you will get this subscription free for class 11th and 12th, and vice versa. Okay, so yes, this is how the subscription plan is. So before it rises up again, guys, please take subscription jaldi se. You know the drill. You have to apply the code, get the discount, and let me know if there's any issue related to the discounted code. Apart from that, if you want some or the other more discount, आप अपने credits भी use कर सकते हो, and it's very cheap, guys. It's very cheap if we compare it with our physical tuitions. So बहुत ज़्यादा cheap है, बहुत ज़्यादा interesting है. तो बिना किसी देर के subscribe to Unacademy Plus. Check my courses out. These are I'm taking classes Monday to Sunday, so there's no gap. I will explain you how the syllabus needs to be completed and how can you secure the best match of your ability. So I'm going to see you there. Till then, let me just start with the topic. Okay, so guys, here's a very interesting story about this one. I would like to introduce this particular topic with a proper introduction. So let's say after a long time you get in touch with one of your friends through an email, and they are a good friend of you who lives, abroad probably. So you'll probably call them and you'll probably meet them. You'll just ask, "How are you?" Okay, and the friend replies, even if they ask you, "How are you?" then you probably might answer, "Okay, my health is in good shape and I'm progressing on my studies and this and that. I'm doing well, thank you." So, or you might reply that, "Not very well." You see, there could be n number of chances. You may say कि मैं बहुत अच्छा हूँ, you may say कि मैं बहुत अच्छा नहीं हूँ. So, like, you see, I have to receive treatment for some health problems. You can reply n number of ways कि मेरी तबीयत ठीक नहीं है, मेरी तबीयत ठीक है, I'm feeling really good. Then your friend then asks you the very next question, "Dude, buddy, how is the thing going in India?" Okay, especially in pandemic, you must be revisiting a lot of memories. You must be calling a lot of your friends. You must be asking them, "Buddy, how are you doing? Friend, how are you doing?" And the second question that comes in always, "How's your country doing? How's your state doing? How is India doing?" So the answer to actually this query of how exactly is India doing, it's a little bit more challenging, you see, because they're not exactly asking about your condition. They are asking about your entire nation's condition. So fortunately, in order to make sure that you tell the exact condition of how India is doing or any other country is doing, there's a term that we use, and the term that we use is what we call as gross domestic product, which is also known as GDP. So the GDP is then one way to know if India is doing fine, if India is doing very great, or if India is doing really, really poor, if we would wish that. Okay, yes. So this is a small introduction. तो अब हम करने वाले हैं definition of GDP. Let's discuss about that. Gross domestic product. G stands for gross, which is like the year, the total timing, altogether. Final. Domestic means something which is made in your own country, which is domesticated. Product means the final value, the final outcome. So altogether that makes it GDP. So GDP is actually the market value of all the goods and services produced. Hang on. It's all the final goods and services. It's not just the goods and services, it's the final goods and services produced in the country during a time period. So GDP basically एक market value है जितने भी goods and services produce होते हैं एक time में एक country में. ठीक है, and यहाँ पर all the three things, first thing that comes in is goods and services. Basically, as you know by now, आपको पता ही चल गया होगा कि goods and services are actually the tangible item. When I'm talking about tangible item, I'm saying that the items can be touched, they can be felt, they can be seen. So those are the goods and services that we are talking about. That is what you mean by tangible items. So tangible items, basically those are the goods and services that we're talking about here. While services are activities. So items, so let's say suppose I'm talking about tea. If I'm talking about tea, so the tangible item is the tea, the sugar which can be felt, the cup which can be felt. But when I'm talking about the services, then I might be talking about the chef who made the tea. So he cannot be felt, but he's actually providing a service. So both the things, the goods are basically the tangible items, and the services are basically the people who are following the services, are intangible. ठीक है. Second thing which comes in this definition is the market value. अब market value क्या है? बच्चों हमने मैथ में बहुत सारी चीजें पढ़ी है कि selling price होता है, cost price होता है. तो market value असल में selling price है. This is the price at which goods and services are sold in the market, which we also call as selling price. तो जिस value पे हम किसी भी सामान को बाहर बेचते हैं या खरीदते हैं, that particular value is what we call as the market value of any good and service. Okay? Yes. So here's a very small example. To understand a little bit more about GDP, I'd like to tell you like a very, very basic example of a tea. You see, tea is made up of these many things: tea powder, then milk, then sugar, and then final product that comes in is basically a tea. So all these three products is what we call as intermediate goods. Intermediate means something which has been utilized in the middle of a process. Okay, so goods and services, market value, and which is equal to the final goods and services. So the final goods are only included in the GDP बच्चे, बाकी सारी चीजें इंक्लूडेड नहीं होती हैं. अभी आप पूछोगे कि मैम हमने टी बनाई है, तो क्या हम सिर्फ टी की वैल्यू ऐड करेंगे कि उसके साथ हम शुगर की भी वैल्यू ऐड करेंगे, मिल्क की भी वैल्यू ऐड करेंगे और टी पाउडर की भी वैल्यू ऐड करेंगे? नहीं, दिस इज एक्चुअली अ वैल्यू एडेड अप्रोच. दिस इज अ वे टू कैलकुलेट जीडीपी इन इंडिया एंड अदर कंट्रीज एज वेल. So basically, as I told you, GDP is the final value of all the goods and services produced. तो इस केस में भी GDP हम किसकी निकालेंगे? We will always calculate the GDP of tea and not of sugar, not of milk and not of the tea powder. Because tea is the final good. We are not talking about intermediate goods here. It doesn't matter कि कितने सारे intermediate goods का use हम करते हैं किसी भी चीज को बनाने के लिए, but when we are talking about final product, we are only talking about final product. So the GDP measures all the goods and services produced in a country. Okay. So in that particular case, अभी हम क्वांटिटी ऐड नहीं कर सकते दैट वी यूज शुगर 1 kg, वी यूज मिल्क ½ liter, or we use tea powder, ½ kg or something like that. So the GDP particularly solves the problem. अभी आपके दिमाग में बेसिकली क्वेश्चन होता कि मैम मिल्क भी तो एक प्रोडक्ट है, तो हम मिल्क की वैल्यू क्यों नहीं ऐड कर रहे हैं, मिल्क का जीडीपी ऐड क्यों नहीं कर रहे हैं फाइनल गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज में? तो बच्चे ये प्रॉब्लम जो है ये सॉल्व करता है बेसिकली जीडीपी. वैल्यू एडेड अप्रोच इस चीज को सॉल्व करता है. वैल्यू एडेड अप्रोच में you only add the value of all the final goods. अगर हम इंटरमीडिएट गुड्स की भी वैल्यू ऐड करेंगे फाइनल गुड्स के साथ, तो ये वैल्यू डबल काउंटिंग हो जाएगी. ठीक है, तो अगर हम चाय में जो चीनी है उसको भी हम ऐड कर रहे हैं और अलग से जो चीनी डली है वो भी अगर हम ऐड कर रहे हैं, देन इट विल कम एज डबल काउंटिंग, and that is not what we are supposed to do. We are only supposed to count each and every product at one time. So if we are calculating the intermediate goods, and when we are calculating their values in the GDP, that will be considered as the double counting. So we are not supposed to do the double counting, we are only supposed to do the single counting that will be of the final goods and services. ठीक है, so ये समझ में आ गया आप लोगों को? So only final goods and services will be calculated. Final goods and services के बारे में चाहे आपने 4 बार चीनी डाली है, चाहे आपने 2 लीटर दूध डाला है, it doesn't matter. Only that particular final good and all the things which are included in that final product will be calculated. Intermediate calculate नहीं होगा, क्योंकि अगर intermediate calculate होगा तो ये double counting हो जाएगी, हमें double counting नहीं करनी है. ठीक है, that will unnecessarily fluctuate the GDP. Okay, so we are not supposed to do that. ठीक है, ऐसे ही यहाँ पर एग्जाम्पल दिया हुआ है. Alright, moving on to the next thing. For an example, let's say I've already given you an example. A cup of tea bought in a hotel is a final good, because actually this is the most simple example. I could have given a lot of other example, but ये सबसे simple example है. तो जैसे कि आप यहाँ पर picture देख रहे हो, there's a consumer, there's a good which is what we call as tangible good, because that can be fed. और tangible good क्या है? चाय है यहाँ पर. Server is actually intangible, but that also comes under the service product. So there are both goods and services getting produced here. Good in the name, in the context of a tea, and server in the context of a chef. So एक example है यहाँ पर, basically a cup of tea is bought in a hotel is a final good because it is consumed and does not form a part of producing something else. मतलब चाय जो है वो हम directly consume कर रहे हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि हम चाय order करके we are giving it to someone else, we are transferring it to someone else. It is directly consumed. तो जो भी हम लोग कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं ये हम फाइनल प्रोडक्ट कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं. ऐसा नहीं है दैट वी आर प्रोड्यूसिंग द टी, देन वी आर गिविंग इट टू समवन एल्स, देन द अदर पर्सन इज गिविंग टू समवन एल्स. सो दैट पर्टिकुलर प्रोसेस इज नॉट हैपनिंग. वी आर स्ट्रेट अवे ड्रिंकिंग द टी, एंड विच इज मेकिंग इट अ फाइनल प्रोडक्ट, and which is making us a consumer because we are consuming the tea. All right, so the market value of the cup of tea being a final good is included in the GDP along with the service provided by the server, who in this case is a waiter, is this particular waiter. ठीक है? All right, so do you understand this? All right, yes. Meanwhile, there's a very interesting fact if you know about this. The modern concept of GDP was first developed by Sir Simon Kuznets for a US Congress report in 1934. इससे पहले there was a different system of GDP that was followed. However, in 1934, in a US Congress session, the modern method of GDP, gross domestic product, of how to calculate it was developed by Sir Simon Kuznets. Moving on. to how exactly do we calculate the GDP in India is I'm going to discuss. But before I do that, let me just explain a little bit about national income, which is related to GDP. Basically, अभी इससे पहले जब मैं नेशनल इनकम आपको बताने वाली हूँ, एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है. अभी आप लोग पूछोगे कि मैम यूटेंसिल्स भी तो यूज हुए हैं चाय को पीने में. यूटेंसिल्स का भी तो यूसेज है. यूटेंसिल्स, like we are also touching the utensils as well. So should we consider utensil ki value in the GDP calculation? Can we do that? So आप लोग ये पूछोगे कि utensils की value को भी add करना चाहिए नहीं करना चाहिए. Okay, so yes, you may argue that thing. So yes, of course, since the utensils are brought as a final product and tea is getting poured in that, and those utensils are getting used to just to produce tea, there's no nothing else. एक हम pan लेते हैं, एक pan को हम लेते हैं सिर्फ चाय गर्म करने के लिए या चाय बनाने के लिए. We are not taking that pan for any other purpose. So that pan is serving the purpose, which means we have only taken it, we have only bought that pan just to make the tea. So yes, we will also include the value of that particular utensil in the tea consumption. Yes, we will do that. Okay? But we will not add the value of sugar because it will do the double counting. हम एक ही बार sugar की value add करेंगे जो कि final product में है. ठीक है? Yes. All right. So let me just discuss something about national income, which is also in your syllabus. So guys, national income is actually the measure of all the total value of goods and services. This is not the final. This is actually the total value of goods and services produced by an economy over a period of time is what we call a national income, and it is also called as the gross national product. तो कई लोग जीडीपी और जीएनपी में कंफ्यूज हो जाते हैं कि मैम जीएनपी जीडीपी क्या एक चीज है या अलग अलग है. तो बच्चे दोनों चीजें अलग हैं. जीडीपी अलग चीज है, जीएनपी अलग चीज है. जीडीपी में बेसिकली हम तीनों सेक्टर्स के फाइनल गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज को कैलकुलेट करते हैं. जीएनपी में बेसिकली हम सिर्फ गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज को कैलकुलेट करते हैं. देयर इज नो फाइनल और देयर इज नो लाइक इनिशियल in that case, and that is everything is made by the domestic residents. Okay, it includes the profit includes from the capital investor, and दोनों का फॉर्मूला बहुत अलग अलग है. जैसे कि जीएनपी में हम अब्रॉड से हुई इनकम को भी इंक्लूड करते हैं, जबकि जीडीपी में हम अब्रॉड से हुई इनकम को कभी इंक्लूड नहीं करते हैं. दैट्स ओनली डोमेस्टिकेटेड. बट व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट जीएनपी, व्हिच इज ग्रॉस नेशनल प्रोडक्ट, वी आर आल्सो इंक्लूडिंग along with other factors, we are also including the income that we made from the international sites from abroad. So yes, that was all about GNP as well. So GDP is different, GNP is different. So do not get confused between both of the things. Those are two different things. So please do not get confused. Okay. Moving on to the next set. When is exactly GDP calculated? अभी आप लोग के दिमाग में एक क्वेश्चन आएगा, बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग सी चीज मैं बता देती हूँ कि बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जीडीपी जब हम कैलकुलेट करते हैं. सो देयर आर सो मेनी थिंग्स व्हिच वी हैव टू कीप इन माइंड. फर्स्ट थिंग दैट वी हैव टू कीप इन माइंड इज GDP is only calculated for the things which are produced in our country. So ऐसा नहीं होगा that if you're just borrowing or if you're importing some almonds from California, you call these Californian almonds, हमने California US से कुछ almonds मंगाए हैं, and we can also add them in our GDP. So that cannot happen. Okay, in that particular case, those are imported items. So we cannot calculate that particular item in our GDP. Similarly, there's one more example. For example, in the market, the values of values of the apples produced in Kashmir, because Kashmiri apples are really famous. So values of apple produced in Kashmir are included in our GDP since Kashmir is in India. If that would have been in let's say suppose some other country, or if we were getting it from some other place, then we wouldn't have included it. Okay, so the market value of apples produced in California, even if basically they are sold in Indian markets, is not calculated. हम वही चीजों की कैलकुलेशन करते हैं जीडीपी में जो हमारी कंट्री में प्रोड्यूस हुई हैं. हम कहीं और से मंगा के अगर उन्हें हम इंडियन मार्केट में सेल कर रहे हैं, हम उनको नहीं ऐड करेंगे. वी विल ओनली ऐड ओनली दोज प्रोडक्ट्स इन आवर जीडीपी which are getting produced in India, which we are not getting from outside, but we are actually producing it within your own country. That is the first factor which we have to take in mind while we are calculating the GDP. The second factor which we have to take in mind is basically the product, whatever we are adding up should be produced during only a specific time period. Let's say, suppose, let me give an example. The GDP of country only measures the market value of goods and services produced only during a specific time period. बच्चे ऐसा नहीं होता है कि let's say suppose I'm calculating the GDP of 2020 and I will add an item which was produced in 2019. सो हम उस आइटम की वैल्यू को ऐड नहीं करेंगे. वी विल ओनली ऐड द वैल्यू ऑफ द आइटम विच इज प्रोड्यूस्ड इन दैट पर्टिकुलर ईयर विच इज द फिस्कल ईयर 2020. ठीक है, डू यू अंडरस्टैंड हियर? ओके, I am hoping that everybody understood, guys. At any given point of time, I'll be available in the comment section. So if you have any doubt related to GDP, you know who to ask. You know the drill. You have to just put it there, and I will help you with the doubt clearing. Okay? Yes. So the goods and services produced in earlier periods are not included, in the later period are not included. So if I'm producing any goods which are, if I'm calculating the GDP of 2018, let's say suppose, I cannot include anything which was produced in the fiscal year 2017. मुझे सिर्फ 2018 का ही product डालना पड़ेगा GDP में. I cannot do it. Okay. Now let's talk about India. In India, GDP is actually measured both annually and quarterly. एक तो दो बार जीडीपी को कैलकुलेट किया जाता है, एक तो साल में एक बार, जो कि बेसिकली किया जाएगा, जो बेसिकली किया ऑलमोस्ट जा चुका है. एंड द सेकेंड थिंग विच वी कैलकुलेट इज द क्वार्टरली जीडीपी. मतलब साल को 4 महीने में डिवाइड किया जाता है, like 4 एंड बेसिकली समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो देयर आर 4 क्वार्टर्स जिनके बारे में हम अभी डिस्कस करेंगे. So there are actually 4 quarters in which the GDP is calculated. So twice the GDP is calculated in India. The annual GDP is actually for a financial year, which is usually from April 1 of say 2017 or 2020 to March 31, 2018. तो ये पूरा एक साल के लिए वो financial year बन जाएगा. जैसे कि अगर मैं इस साल की बात करूं तो अप्रैल 1 2019 से लेकर मार्च 31 2020 तक एक एनुअल ईयर हुआ जिसमें जीडीपी ऑलरेडी कैलकुलेट हो चुकी है. सो दैट ईयर विल बी रिटन एज 2019 टू 2020. So that particular part is done. Now if we talk about the quarterly GDP जो हर कुछ महीनों में कैलकुलेट की जाती है, हर 3-4 महीनों में कैलकुलेट की जाती है. This is basically divided into 4 ways, 4 quarters. Quarter number 1, first quarter, which is also denoted as Q1, if you can see it here. So the first quarter is denoted by Q1, जिसमें 3 महीने आते हैं, April, May, June, which is already done in India. Second quarter is usually July, August, September, which is going on right now, जिसके बारे में लोग बोल रहे हैं हाय, oh my god, GDP गिर गई है, GDP गिर गई है. So that is actually the second quarter that we are talking about. अभी जब हम जून में हम बात कर रहे थे, we were talking about the quarter 1 GDP. Now we are talking about the quarter 2 GDP because ये quarter 2 चल रहा है, इस टाइम पे जुलाई, अगस्त, सितंबर चल रहा है. अक्टूबर में थर्ड क्वार्टर की GDP आएगी. ठीक है. So third quarter, the GDP quarter 3 will be considered as the month of October, November and December, and the fourth quarter will be January, February and March of next year. Okay, so these are actually the 4 quarters which we divide our quarterly GDP in. अभी हमारा quarter second चल रहा है. All this halla gulla, shore and everything, whatever is happening is because of the fact that so many people are focused on GDP because this is the second quarter which is going on. So जो भी GDP अभी आ रही है, that belongs to the second quarter. All right. Yes. So that is what exactly you had to know. All right. So guys, the annual GDP for financial 2020 or 2020 to 2021 or 2017 to 2018 will only include the goods and services produced in that particular year. ठीक है. अगर हम 2017 से लेकर 2018 की जीडीपी निकाल रहे हैं तो हम उसमें कोई भी ऐसा प्रोडक्ट ऐड नहीं कर सकते हैं जो 2017 से पहले बना है. We cannot add any such product. We cannot add any such services. Same thing happens in the quarterly GDP. Quarter 2, suppose we are talking about the GDP produced in July, August and September. We can only include all those products which are produced specifically in July, August and September. We cannot add anything which was produced in April month in the first quarter in the second quarter. तो हम quarter first की कोई भी चीज second quarter में calculate नहीं कर सकते. Same way we do that in the annual calculation. So दोनों का एक ही चीज है. दोनों में हम जो एक टाइम होता है उसी स्पेसिफिक टाइम की जीडीपी कैलकुलेट होती है, उसी स्पेसिफिक टाइम में जितने भी प्रोडक्ट्स प्रोड्यूस हुए हैं हम सिर्फ उन्हीं की जीडीपी कैलकुलेट करते हैं, हम बाकी सारे टाइमलाइन की जीडीपी कैलकुलेट नहीं करते हैं. वी विल नॉट ऐड दैट प्रोडक्ट एट ऑल. Okay, so this is something which everyone must know. It's there in the class 10 for many schools, for regional schools, but it's not there in NCRT. But I've already told this in my plus courses. So all those people who are watching this, this is very, very, very important. This is actually how you calculate the gross domestic product. Okay, it represents the economic health of a country. I'm sure by this slide everyone would have understood basically how your country is doing, how fulfilling it is, how healthy it is. It is all represented by the gross domestic product. And this is how you calculate that. This is a very simple formula, but it's used on a very large scale. So you might not be able to understand it that well. However, this is just to give you an introduction and brief insight about what the formula looks like. This is how the formula looks like. So basically, GDP represents the sum of a country's production, which consists of the purchases of good items, number one, used by the individuals. Then comes the firms, foreigners, जिसने भी आपकी सर्विसेज यूज की है वो सब जीडीपी में कैलकुलेट होता है. सो द मॉनेटरी वैल्यू कि कितनी जीडीपी है, कितने लाख करोड़ है या कितने लैक्स है या कितना थाउजेंड है, दिस दैट इज बेसिकली व्हाट यू कैलकुलेट यूजिंग दिस मेथड. ओके, जीडीपी इक्वल्स टू सी प्लस आई प्लस जी प्लस एक्स माइनस एम. ओके, नाउ यू मस्ट थिंकिंग कि ये अलजेब्रा किधर से आ गया, ये इतने सारे एक्स वाई जी कहाँ से आ गए. तो बच्चे ये जो है it's a very simple formula, but because of the fact that we use it on a very large scale, it becomes a little tricky because हम बहुत सारी चीजें हम यहाँ पर यूज कर रहे हैं, बहुत सारे फॉर्मूलाज, बहुत सारे वेरिएबल्स हम यहाँ पर यूज कर रहे हैं. सो C equals to consumption, whatever we have consumed, let's say tea. So उस tea का consumption value इधर आएगा. Investment, how much we have invested. Okay, how much we have invested in any particular sector. ठीक है, so that is one thing. Second thing, G equals to government expenditure. How much government has spent? What was their role? What was their amount of money which they spent? What was their expenditure? X minus M is actually a tricky part here. X denotes exports and M denotes imports. अभी आप बोलोगे मैम X में से हम M माइनस क्यों कर रहे हैं, imports माइनस क्यों कर रहे हैं. बच्चों ये चीज मैंने आपको ऑलरेडी ग्लोबलाइजेशन चैप्टर में बताई है. All these plus students, and in all those YT session I always told this thing कि हम हमेशा like there's always an ideal trading situation that we talk about. So the ideal trading situation is actually a kind of situation in which you are exporting more and you are importing less. तो जब भी ऐसी कोई सिचुएशन होती है जब हमारी कोई भी कंट्री है या कोई भी कंट्री है, when they are exporting more, जब वो ज्यादा से ज्यादा सामान दूसरी कंट्रीज में भेज रहे हैं, that percentage is more. और जब वो दूसरी कंट्री से सामान मंगा रहे हैं, that percentage is less. Then in that particular case, the GDP will grow. The country will develop slowly, gradually, nicely. Okay, but in the other case, अगर हम ज्यादा सामान मंगा रहे हैं, we are importing more and we are exporting less, then it's in minus. Okay, it's in minus. It's coming really, really down. So the ideal trading situation is to basically export more and import less, ताकि आपकी जीडीपी अच्छी बन सके. सो जैसा कि मैंने आपको बताया कि जीडीपी इज एक्चुअली ऑल अबाउट द डोमेस्टिकेटेड प्रोडक्ट. वी ओनली कैलकुलेट द वैल्यू ऑफ द डोमेस्टिकेटेड प्रोडक्ट. तो हम ऐसे प्रोडक्ट्स की वैल्यू कैलकुलेट नहीं करते हैं जिनको हमने बाहर से मंगाया है. दैट विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज द इम्पोर्ट. तो हम इम्पोर्ट को हमेशा माइनस कर देते हैं एक्स में से. दैट इज द रीजन व्हाई एक्स माइनस एम इज देयर. All right, because we are decreasing the value, we are eliminating the value of imports. We cannot completely, अब आप ये बोलोगे मैम m को लगाते ही नहीं ना, छोड़ो, but m को लगाना जरूरी है, but m को हम as a minus value लगाते हैं because we are always minusing it. We are not adding it up. So we are minusing it from the imports so that the ideal trade condition comes it over here. So let's say suppose we did an export of 20,000 rupees and we did an import of 10,000 rupees. ठीक है, और हमने 20,000 रुपए का सामान भेजा और 10,000 रुपए का सामान मंगाया. So there's a difference of 10,000. So that 10,000 is actually our profit, okay, which we got. But in a condition like जहां पर हमने 20,000 रुपए का सामान भेजा और 30,000 रुपीज का सामान मंगाया, in that case we are actually incurring a loss of 10,000. हम minus 10,000 पे हैं. ठीक है, तो हमें माइनस की वैल्यू है, इसीलिए हम हमेशा इंपोर्ट्स को हटाते हैं जीडीपी की कैलकुलेशन से. वी ऑलवेज कीप दैट इन माइनस, वी ऑलवेज कीप दैट इन एक्स माइनस एम. All right. So I hope you understood the entire formula, how well I have created this. Okay. All right. Moving on to the next slide, let me just explain you. There are few methods which we approach which we talk about whenever we are talking about GDP. Of course, this is something which is a little bit higher. You might not be completely able to understand it, but this is just to give you a heads up कि GDP को कैसे calculate किया जाता है. There are three approaches which we are going to talk about in very short and very brief. For all those people who are in 10th standard, guys, this is really important. It's actually not present in NCERT. It should have been, but because of the limited syllabus, इन लोगों ने ये add नहीं किया है. So अगर आपको कोई भी doubt है इसके बारे में, then you can please reach out to me. I'll explain you the methods of GDP calculation a little bit more intensely. ठीक है. तो ये जो है ये मैंने बहुत शॉर्ट में आप लोगों को समझाया है. यूजुअली इन अदर रीजनल बुक्स इट्स प्रेजेंट, बट इन एनसीईआरटी ऑन अ सेंट्रल लेवल इट्स नॉट प्रेजेंट. सो दैट इज समथिंग व्हिच इज रियली वियर्ड. बट येस, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है जो आपको पढ़नी आनी चाहिए. बिकॉज अगर आप भी कंट्री में रह रहे हो, इफ यू आर स्टेइंग इन इंडिया एंड यू आर सीइंग दैट ओ जीडीपी इज 23.5 lakh crores rupees for this fiscal year, then how did they calculate that? So you must be knowing that approach कि उन लोगों ने कैसे calculate किया है. So on total, there are three methods through which you can calculate a GDP of any nation. First is expenditure approach. So in expenditure approach, what you actually do is the GDP is measured by adding the expenditure कि हमने कितना खर्चा किया है जितने भी फाइनल प्रोडक्ट्स हैं एंड दी सर्विसेज प्रोड्यूस्ड इन द कंट्री ड्यूरिंग अ स्पेसिफाइड पीरियड, बी इट क्वार्टरली पीरियड और बी इट एनुअल पीरियड. सो डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ एक्सपेंडिचर आर शोन इन दिस इक्वेशन. y इक्वल्स टू c प्लस g प्लस x माइनस m. ठीक है, तो जीडीपी इज डिनोटेड बाय y यूजुअली. ऑलराइट, तो जीडीपी को हम y से डिनोट करते हैं इकोनॉमिक्स की लैंग्वेज में. ऑलराइट, सो एक्सपेंडिचर बेसिकली की खर्चा कितना हुआ है. ओके, सो हमने कितना खर्चा किया है गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज पे. दिस इज वन मेथड. द सेकंड मेथड इज एक्चुअली द इनकम अप्रोच मेथड. पहले तो हमने कैलकुलेट किया कि हमने कितना खर्चा किया है गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज पे. द सेकंड अप्रोच व्हिच कम्स इन इज द इनकम अप्रोच. This method actually represents the GDP from the perspective of the earnings of men and women who are involved in producing the goods and services. अभी यहाँ पर हम expenditure calculate नहीं कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पर हम income calculate कर रहे हैं उन लोगों की who are employed and who are somehow involved in producing the goods and services. Let's say suppose if you're talking about that chef who was serving the tea, so we will calculate the income of that particular man along with other such men and women who are actually involved in any or the other sectors producing their income. So इस particular method में we only look at the income factor कि कौन कितना कमा रहा है और कौन कितना contribute कर रहा है. So that contribution factor comes from the income of an individual. Alright, so इसमें हम लोग basically wages plus rent plus interest plus profit लगाते हैं. अभी आप बोलोगे कि ये तो एकदम फॉर्मूला चेंज हो चुका है. Y equals to GDP equals to wages. We calculate wages, we calculate rent plus interest plus profit, and that is individual basis. एक इंसान का इनकम कितना है, which is the wages. इंसान का रेंट कितना है, how much is he paying for the rent, or if he has his own house, whatever it is, if he's paying, or whatever interest is he paying, if there's any profit, how much is the profit. So on total, after calculating all these four things, whatever comes out on a total basis is what you measure the GDP as. So this particular approach is altogether related to the income. So जितना भी हम लोग कमा रहे हैं उसके अकॉर्डिंग हमें कितना प्रॉफिट हो रहा है, हम कितना कंट्रीब्यूट कर पा रहे हैं किसी भी नेशनल इनकम में. दिस इज द मेथड टू calculate that particular thing. Now the very important and very popular method is the value added approach. जिसका मेथड मैंने आपको, जिसका फॉर्मूला मैंने आपको बताया, that in value added approach is actually what we do not calculate the intermediate goods. जैसे कि चाय वाला एग्जाम्पल मैंने आपको बताया कि there's a tea powder, there's a sugar, there's a milk. So we are not calculating the intermediate products, their values. We are directly calculating the value of the final products. So हम इसमें intermediate की value calculate नहीं करते हैं, हम direct मतलब जो चाय बनी है हम उसकी value calculate करते हैं. All right. So the cup of tea will add value to the GDP instead of all these intermediate goods. हम छोटे छोटे goods को calculate नहीं करेंगे. We will only calculate the tea which is made finally. अगर हम intermediate को भी calculate करेंगे, then again the same thing, it will be treated as a double counting. All right. So yes, this is how we calculate. Value added approach is actually one of the approaches which is really really popular. Okay, and yes, so the total value added by each intermediate good is summed to the estimate value of the intermediate products, goods and services used in production, and the total value of the final goods produced by the economy. So this is what it gives out. All right. Moving on to the next thing, very very important. I hope you understood. So far जो भी हमने किया अभी तक आप लोग को समझ में आ गया होगा. And now something which is really really important. बच्चों अभी कभी तक जितना भी मैंने पढ़ाया है, अगर आपको कुछ समझ में नहीं आता है, then please reach out to me in the comment section. I will be able to answer you in a much more better way. Okay. Okay. So अभी हमने GDP पढ़ा. We discussed about the approaches. We discussed about the definition. We discussed about how exactly we can do this, do that. क्या फॉर्मूला है, क्या क्या चीजें हैं. नाउ लेट्स जस्ट टॉक अबाउट द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ जीडीपी. व्हाट डू यू थिंक इज द इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ जीडीपी? जीडीपी करती क्या है? जीडीपी जब हम पढ़ रहे हैं तो लाइक व्हाट्स द यूज ऑफ जीडीपी? अभी सब लोग बोल रहे हैं कि यार जीडीपी गिर गई है, ये हो गया है, वो हो गया है. तो मतलब एग्जैक्टली हुआ क्या है? जीडीपी हम कर क्यों रहे हैं? हम सीधा सिंपल सबकी वैल्यू ऐड करके नेशनल इनकम निकाल देते हैं. नो, बट नो, इट्स नॉट दैट सिंपल. It's not as simple as it looks. ठीक है. तो the first thing that we do to calculate the GDP is really really important. It helps us to study actually the economic growth of any country. So through it's very important to compare. It's very important to study how much our country is growing, especially India. If you're staying in India, then you must be knowing कि इंडिया में क्या चीजें चल रही है, क्या चीजें नहीं चल रही है. So in order to know that economically on an economic front, it's very important to understand the GDP concept. That's why it's there in your books at a very early stage. तो अभी आप लोग को जो जीडीपी के बारे में बताया गया है, ये इसीलिए बताया गया है ताकि आप लोग को समझ में आए कि हाउ द कंट्री इज फंक्शनिंग ऑन एन इकोनॉमिक फ्रंट. ओके. सेकेंड थिंग, इट हेल्प्स अस टू स्टडी द अनइक्वल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ वेल्थ, कि किसके पास कितना पैसा है. Is it equal? Is it unequal? Is it justified? Is it not justified? So that particular thing is, चलिए अंबानी अमीर है तो अमीर क्यों है? So that is the thing what you read, that whatever he, like what he has done so differently that others couldn't. So if he has done something differently and if he's earning, if he's having contracts and deals, so what is the different thing that he is doing, right? So that is the thing which gets informed through the process of GDP. ये हम जानते हैं GDP के through. Third thing, we can understand the problems of inflation and deflation. Inflation when there's a sudden rise in the values of all these goods and services. महंगाई जिसको बोलते हैं आमतौर पे, तो महंगाई कब हो रही है और मतलब when the things are getting cheaper. So all these things, जैसे कि अभी इन्फ्लेशन का टाइम चल रहा है थोड़ा सा, तो हमें पता लग जाता है कि चलो जीडीपी में there's a change. So that is how you can do that. We can calculate the inflation rate. We can calculate that through the methods of GDP. Then we can, very important thing, very very important thing. One of the first thing that comes up is basically we can compare our own country with other foreign countries as well. तो ये basically एक तरीका है जो हम कर सकते हैं. Like if I want to calculate my GDP with USA's GDP and if I want to compare it, so how do I do that? So GDP helps you to do that. Okay, and if you अगर आपको इंडिया की जीडीपी पता है, अगर आपको यूएस की जीडीपी पता है, तो आप श्योरली कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो, आप श्योरली कंपेयर कर सकते हो दोनों चीजों को. ठीक है. वी कैन कंपेयर दी करेंसी विच इज दी परचेजिंग पावर पैरिटी पीपीपी. सो हम दोनों कंट्रीज की परचेजिंग पावर पैरिटी विच इज दी करेंसी यूजुअली हम दोनों को कंपेयर कर सकते हैं थ्रू दी methods of GDP calculation. Then we understand about the public sector, what is actually going on. Final, last but not the least, we can actually plan our economy nicely. Okay, so that is one thing. All right. So that was all about importance of GDP. इन सब चीजों में काम आता है GDP. So I hope guys आप लोग को समझ में आ गया होगा कि GDP की importance क्या है. Again guys, I'm telling you at any given point of time, अगर आपको कुछ समझ में नहीं आता है, then you can surely let me know in the comment section. I will see that, I will check that, and I will help you with all your doubts. All right? Yes. Okay. So guys, before I move ahead in order to decode India's GDP, let me just explain you some of the limitations of GDP. अभी आप पूछोगे कि मैम GDP का क्या limitation है, इसके तो इतने सारे importance है, इतने सारे फायदे हैं, but GDP की भी कुछ limitations हैं. While we are appreciating that how it is valuable for a country, there are certain limitations that we have to talk about, like One of the first limitation is actually the a lot of services, a lot of goods are left out of the GDP calculation. बहुत सारे ऐसे GDP only includes the goods and services which are selling in the market, which are getting sold in the market at the market value. Okay, so the service provided by the parents to their children is actually important, but it's not included in the GDP. So that is also a service, but वो GDP में include नहीं कर रही है. ठीक है, that is also some ethical service which they are providing, but that is not a part of GDP. So that is one limitation that we have, because it's not getting sold in the market. That's the reason why it's not getting added in the GDP. Okay. Likewise, second example, if I take, let me just talk about clean air. That is providing us services because that is how we can have a healthy life. अगर हमें खुली हवा में सांस लेने का मौका नहीं मिलेगा, if we don't get the healthy air, like तो हमें, like how would we be able to live? But just because of the fact that clean air is not getting sold in the market, it doesn't have value. It's not getting add up. अभी आप पूछोगे बच्चे की मैम हवा को हम जीडीपी में कैसे ऐड कर सकते हैं, राइट? बट जीडीपी clean air is also providing us a service, no? It's also the reason why we are able to breathe, why we are able to live our life, right? So it should be added in the GDP, but there's no way we can do that. So that's the limitation, because it's more empirical, it's more logical. So, and air is something which is a part of the nature, but still we cannot add it. There's no way we can add it. Okay. Second limitation that comes in is actually GDP measures only the quantity and not the quality. तो अगर आप कितनी भी खराब आइटम का सामान बेच रहे हो, it doesn't matter. As long as you have the quantity, you are selling it in the market, it's getting calculated. Okay, so there's no questioning on whether the quality is bad or whether the quality is good, right? Let's say suppose some a shopkeeper is selling some ballpoint pen of rupees, like 10 rupees, and the quality is pathetic. You are unable to write, and you came back to the same store saying that, okay, the ink is not working. I only you use the pen for like an hour, and the ink is not working right now. So the shopkeeper says, I don't care. You have already paid for it and it's yours. So you figure out what is to be done. So at that point of time, you will be disturbed. कि अरे यार मैंने क्या खरीद लिया 10 रुपए का, right? So the quantity, it doesn't add up in the quantity. So अगर आप कल को कहोगे कि यार मैंने खराब चीज खरीद ली है, that has a really really bad value. So I spent 10 rupees in that, which is not giving me any results. So GDP does not include that. Okay. All right. So quality has to improve. Quality has to be added. But right now, only the quantity is captured by the GDP, not the quality. Third thing, very important, GDP does not tell about the way income is distributed in our country. So there is a high chance that somebody is earning 10 lakh a year, and there's a high chance somebody is earning 10,000 a year. So there's a huge difference between the income, and there's no way that we can calculate that particular thing. Average income हम निकाल लेते हैं, but हमें पता ही नहीं कि किस तरीके से हमें, मतलब how should we know that the neighbor next door is earning how much? So the GDP does not tell you that. All right, not that I want to invade the privacy, but come on, please. Yeah. So next thing, one of the major limitation also it has, that it also does not tell us about the kinds of life people are living. Okay? It only tells the income, it only tells the national level health, but it does not tell you the health of normal people staying in a country, how they are living. Basically a high level of per capita GDP can go hand in hand with low health conditions. ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि अगर सपोज आपकी कंट्री बहुत अच्छा जीडीपी है आपकी कंट्री का, but it's not necessary that the people living in your country are leading a really really good life, and especially all the sections of the society. So it's not important. ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि अगर आपकी जीडीपी बहुत अच्छा कर रही है, then probably आपकी कंट्री में रहने वाले सारे लोग अच्छा कर रहे हैं. That's not what it means. Okay, it can be simply इसका मतलब ये हो सकता है that there are some people who are doing really really good. However, there are some people who are falling prey to undemocratic politics. There are some people who are falling prey to high pollution. There are some people who are suffering from high suicide rate. So there could be a number of things related to that. Okay, again a small fact of, did you know, guys, estimation of GDP is actually, uh, basically, this is what I like to tell you. The Central Statistical Organization (CSO) under the Ministry of Statistical Department keeps the records. It's a process involves conducting an annual survey of industries and compilation of various indexes like the industries of industrial production, IIP, consumer price index, etc. So basically, statistics, जो Ministry of Statistics Development department है, that is the one responsible for all these indexes that they come out with each and every year related to a lot of statistics in India, usually GDP, usually income, and all those statistics. All right. Apart from that, there's a very important and interesting thing जो आप लोग पढ़ ही चुके हो sectors of Indian economy में. You have already read about primary agriculture. Indian economy is divided into three sectors: primary, secondary, tertiary, and the GDP is calculated on all the three products. Okay, all right. Yes. So that is what I was supposed to tell you. So before we start that, which I've already explained in the sectors of Indian economy chapter, now the topic comes is actually decoding India's GDP. Now there are so many questions related to India GDP. सच में मुझसे काफी लोगों ने पूछा है कि यार GDP क्या कर रही है, इंडिया का क्या होगा, क्या नहीं होगा. So there are so many things which I came across with that India की GDP ऐसी चल रही है, इंडिया की GDP ऐसी चल रही है, क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है. So there are so many questions related to that, and I came across so many people who have been asking the same question, like how do we do that and how much it is. So as I explained you that India's GDP is calculated in two ways, annually and quarterly. So this is the second quarter which is going on right now, and the GDP which is produced, which is getting seen, which you are able to see right now, belongs to the second quarter, quarter two. Okay guys, so there has been a lot of contraction in the GDP what we are seeing right now due to the pandemic course. So pandemic की वजह से बहुत सारी unexpected चीजें हुई हैं. The growth was zero, because of which the GDP has fallen into the negative figures, which I'm going to tell you right now. So this is me decoding India's GDP, and if you can understand that, well and good. If you cannot understand that, do let me know so that I can explain you a little bit in a more detailing factor. So yes, okay. So this is how there's a small graph that I came up with, which is comparing India's GDP of 2020, 2021 with 2019 and 2020. So this is actually quarter one wala GDP which we are talking about. It's already written over here. Basic prices in quarter one versus basic prices in quarter one in the next year. So if you can say, there has been a sudden increase in agriculture, forest and fishery. However, there's a huge decrease in manufacturing because the industries were closed all the time during the pandemic, during the lockdown. So there was a 3% growth in last year in the annual fiscal year 2019-2020. पर जब हम 2020 और 2021 को देख रहे हैं तो यहाँ पर एक माइनस ग्रोथ है, वो भी सिंगल डिजिट में नहीं, डबल डिजिट में. -39.3% is the manufacturing degrowth which has taken place. Similarly, construction जो कि चल नहीं रहा है because of the pandemic, there has been a negative figure which is shown -50.3%. Last year it was 5.2%, doing really good. Similarly, trade, hotels, transport, communication services related to broadcasting, guys, कुछ भी नहीं चल रहा था, and because of which the GDP is at a minus level here as well. Then comes your public administration services. इधर ज़्यादा degrowth नहीं है because the government services are actually working, not that much, but they are still working. Then comes your gross value added, कि सबका total मिला के सारी जितनी भी sectors हैं, primary, secondary, tertiary, सारी sectors की gross value को मिला के last year it was we were at 4.8%, but this year we are at -22.8%. So that 22.8% of figure जो आया, that is actually minus because all these activities were shut down due to the pandemic course. And here is the final GDP बच्चे. Gross domestic product, लास्ट ईयर हम थे सेम टाइम पे 5.2% पे, इस साल सेम टाइम पे हम हैं -23.9% पे. सो दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू सी. ये एक्चुअली इस साल की जीडीपी है 2021 टू 2021 की, अप्रैल एंड जून, ठीक है. एंड एट द सेम टाइम दिस इज एक्चुअली द क्वार्टर वन, ठीक है. तो ये साल की जीडीपी नहीं है बच्चे, दिस इज एक्चुअली द क्वार्टर वन जीडीपी. दिस कैन चेंज फॉर श्योर. ये हर 3 महीने में बदलती रहती है, बिकॉज 3 महीने में हर अलग अलग प्रोडक्ट्स usually now that the unlocking part has already started, so we can expect the GDP to grow and come out of the minus situation into a positive situation in the Q3 and Q4 unlockdown time period. So देखते हैं कितना change आता है. Let's see if the business starting will flourish. तो क्या कर सकते हैं basically? So in other words, whatever we did, the total value of goods and services produced in India in April, May, and June this year is 24% less than the total value of goods and services produced in India the same year in the same 3 months last year. तो जो अभी हमने graph पढ़ा, the same explanation is given over here. And the real extent of economic crisis expected to be deeper. Let's see if it goes deeper or if it comes up in the small scale sector, because small scale sector में आपने अभी भी देखा कि manufacturing, construction, there's a huge dip which you saw, and that's likely, the economists are saying that it's likely to grow more and more, because we don't know whether it's going to get better. So let's see it in the next quarterly value. So किस तरीके से हम GDP को बढ़ा सकते हैं? There's a very interesting thing, cash crunch. There's a lot of cash crunch which is happening. So it completely depends upon the government how they can do it. Only the government, if they spend more, if they circulate the money in all those small sectors by building roads, by building bridges. So money makes money is actually a very big thought. Everyone knows about it. So by doing all these things, government, by handing out the money to these local vendors, to these local people from the smaller sectors, how they can improve the economy. This should have done long back, but better late than never. So if government does not spend adequately enough, then the economy will take a very long time to recover. However, that is the only thing through which they can, revive the economy in some time. All right. So this is something which can be done. Okay, and thank you so much guys for today's class. So that was all me explaining you GDP, all about it. So आप I hope आप लोग को समझ में आया होगा, and anyway अगर आप लोग को नहीं समझ में आया है, if there's any doubt in any of the given topic, guys, you can let me know in the comment section, and please take the subscription. This was only 25 or to 30% which I taught you about GDP. There's a huge more things which I can tell you, but the only drill is to take the subscription, like the video, check the video out, and of course take the subscription by using my code, which is SS22 written over here. And please do that. Let me know once you need any help. So thank you so much for today's session. Have a nice day, and let me see you in the next session with other set of the topics. So thank you so much guys. Have a nice day.